So I already uploaded one video today, and then I made this video that you're watching here, which is about the future of Call of Duty and how the Black Ops 6 update is going to change some things. And then the zombies blog post came out, which I didn't think was also coming today, but that also happened. So if you want to see another video on that one, hit the like button, subscribe, all of that kind of jazz. But without further ado, this is how the Black Ops 6 update is going to change the future of Call of Duty. Welcome to the new Call of Duty HQ is what I would be telling you if this update was live, but as it turns out, it's not yet. However, we did get a blog post going over everything that is coming with the new Call of Duty HQ update. But this blog post is actually a lot bigger than that, because this blog post actually shows us what the next months of the user interface and Call of Duty, and essentially what is the future for how you are going to play Call of Duty on PC, on PlayStation, on Xbox, and how all of this actually is going to come together to work. This is important, but it's also a little bit disappointing. If you don't know what I mean, the reason why I say this is a little bit disappointing is because this, what you are looking at here, is the blog post for today. And I know a lot of people were assuming that today was going to be the zombies blog post, but as it turns out, this one is the preload and new UI, aka the future of Call of Duty blog post. And what you just saw there is what the new HUD is going to look like in game. Now, if you don't know when this is going to happen, if you haven't seen this image here, the preload time for all platforms, so for PC, PlayStation, for Xbox, is on October 21st, aka Monday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That is not when the game goes live. If you want to know how to get early access to the game, there will be a video linked down in the description that you can go check out. That is the preload time on October 21st. And that is when the Call of Duty HQ update is actually going to happen. So this is the update that we are talking about. Now, you're going to notice a few things here. First of all, I'm just going to play this and it's going to cycle through the different modes here. But up in the top in the middle, right? Sorry, over there, we have home, all games, and store. We will go through all of those in a second, but this is your home menu. You have your featured game mode, which right now is multiplayer. You have your ability to go to Black Ops 6, which we will go to in a second, and then Warzone Season 6 is off to the side. This is what the Call of Duty HQ is going to look like at the launch of the game. Down at the bottom, you have Black Ops 6 multiplayer, and then what's hot is several different modes. So you have Liberty Falls, which is a playlist for zombies. You have Gunfight, which is going to be there at launch, and then Face Off Mosh Pit. Apparently that's what's hot right now. So that is what the front and home page is actually going to look like. However, what happens if you go and click on that, not multiplayer, but just this tab, the Black Ops 6 tab? That is going to take you to another screen that looks a little bit like this. So this is the main menu for Call of Duty Black Ops 6. So you have your options of multiplayer, zombies, and campaign. So once you actually go into this, then you can choose what you are actually going to play. But there is also another menu that I have to show you, which is this one that we are looking at here. So this, you can see we had the home, all games, and store tabs. When you go to your all games, this is how you can manage your various different Call of Duty titles. So we have Black Ops 6, Call of Duty Warzone, Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, Vanguard, Cold War, and finally Modern Warfare 2019. So all of these games are accessible through here. However, only one of them is actually going to be able to be played through Call of Duty HQ. I know this is super confusing and I'm going to try to explain it fully. Once the update goes live on the 21st, the main games in the Call of Duty HQ are going to be Warzone and Modern Warfare 3. Those can be launched at any time and just straight play them through the Call of Duty HQ. However, once the update actually goes live, in other words, on October the 25th, once Black Ops 6 is actually out, the only game that you are going to be able to launch through the Call of Duty HQ is just Black Ops 6. Then, when Season 1 comes out, we don't have a date yet. They specifically did not show us a date. But once this update comes out, then, and only then, will Warzone and Black Ops 6 be completely launched through the Call of Duty HQ. Otherwise, you have to cross-launch them. In other words, you open up the Call of Duty HQ, you click on Warzone, it is going to open up another game, and then you can play Call of Duty Warzone. That is the big downside. Now, if you're a Modern Warfare 3 player and you're going to continue to play Modern Warfare 3, once October 25th rolls around, you are going to have to cross-launch. In other words, you have to open Call of Duty HQ and then you have to open Modern Warfare 3 separately. So if you played the beta, you would know that you had to open the Call of Duty HQ, then open the beta, which would close the Call of Duty HQ, and then reopen Black Ops 6, and then you could play it. So yeah, it's very, very frustrating. Now, also, the UI is going to change on the 21st. So once the update actually goes live, this is what we are going to see. So once you actually go into the game and you click on multiplayer, it is going to put you in a menu here. When we have a closer look at this menu, you can see pretty much the traditional style menu that we've seen over the last little while. If I get rid of my ugly mug there, you can see your level, your settings, all of that stuff over to the one side. Now, if I bring my ugly mug back, you can see over there, right over there, we have lobby, weapons, so that is where you're going to set up your classes, operators, that's where you're going to choose your operator, barracks, which is where you're going to see kind of like all of your accolades, things along those lines, and then store are right front and center. So a traditional, in a sense, multiplayer menu. And then you have find a match, which I'm actually not sure if they show here, but I kind of hope, do they? No, they don't, unfortunately. So what they have told us and what we have seen is that when you click on find a match, it's going to give you a vertical menu, kind of like what you're seeing here with your daily challenges. So as you can see here, the daily challenges they give us is 50 eliminations using a silenced weapon, 5 frag grenade kills, 10 hip fires, and then your bonus is complete 3 multiplayer daily challenges, which as a whole just gives you more XP. So really nothing crazy, fun, and exciting there, but we should have this vertical menu when you go to find a match, which is kind of unfortunate that they didn't really show it to us there. So if we look at some kind of more summarized information here, we have Charlie Intel. So like I said, you're going to have 3 tabs up at the top, your home tab, your all games tab, and your store tab. Now, on top of this, when season 1 comes around, that is when Warzone is going to get an updated UI. So the updated UI to Warzone is not going to happen until season 1 comes out, which as of right now, we don't know a date. October 21st is when we get this main home screen update, which is going to then in turn work with Modern Warfare 3 for essentially 4 days, which to me is kind of silly. Now, this is another one that is important here. So for your preload info, which starts on October 21st, PlayStation 5 has an multiplayer and zombies are included in one app, whereas the campaign has a separate download. You can remove multiplayer or zombies after that. PlayStation 4, each of the game modes will be in separate packs, and Xbox and PC, each of the game modes will be in separate packs. So in other words, what this means is that if you're playing on PC or PlayStation 4 or Xbox, campaign, zombies, and multiplayer are all separated into their own packs, which means you can decide which ones you download, which ones you don't. For some reason, on PS5, multiplayer and zombies are together and campaign is separate. So 2 packs as opposed to 3. Why? I don't know. But the final thing is with this menu, the reason why they showed this is because they wanted to show us how fast you can actually hop into a game instead of clicking on several different menus. So essentially you boot up the game, you click on Black Ops, you click on multiplayer, and boom, just like that, you are right in game. That is essentially the point of them showing this to us. But time will tell, is this UI better than what we currently have in the game? Let me know what you think down in the comments. I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say. That is the update for today. That is what we know. 21st is when that starts. Then the 24th, 25th, depending on where you are in the world, that is when the update, the Black Ops 6 actually goes live. And if you want to check out that early access info, click that link down in the description.
We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too